It's time for the Breakfast Club on AM 1240 WEKR, your good neighbor station. Brought to you by First National Bank and the Lincoln County Health System. Good morning.
Good morning, Lily, and hello, everybody, and welcome to Fayetteville Public Utilities. We're coming to you live from our studio this morning. We appreciate WEKR and WYTM getting us on the air each month. Today, we have our CEO, General Manager Britt Dye, with us. Britt, good morning.
Good morning, Don.
We've got a lot to talk about, a lot of things going on here at FPU. First of all, let's talk about the last time you and I were on the radio. We were standing in the Kelsa substation with a pretty big power outage.
Yes, we were. Well, we had a cap to break off one of the 46 kV insulators, and the bus fell and they got against the steel, which caused a direct short actually on the 46 side. And at that time, it trips all the 46 from the 948 breaker, what we call them, the 161 that feeds all that, and that's the reason we had the power outage we had.
I guess that's the largest outage we've had since maybe the tornado in 2014, maybe?
Yeah, it's a pretty good outage because you had all of Blanche out and all of Flintville substation out, Elk River. It stayed in service most of the time until we started doing some backfeed, and but it was a pretty good outage.
Yeah, it happened around noon, and you know, of course, it affected a whole lot of people. We had a lot of phone calls coming in, and when you got that many phone calls coming in, I don't care what kind of phone system you got a little issues there. So we're still working on that, trying to get that where we can keep the phone problem.
Well, we're trying to make it better, but you know, we went to another system, and we still got some bugs, and trying to work our way through it and find out exactly what it is that's causing the problem. But I promise you, we're working on it every day.
That's right. And let's talk about the future of outages. You know, in the future right now, we still want people to call in, that kind of thing. And with AMI, we kind of sort of know who's out and that kind of thing. You might talk about what AMI is doing for us.
Well, AMI actually, when you lose voltage to the meter, it'll call in and let us know what sections are out, you know, as far as the power. But you know, you have a large outage, but you might get some of those meters called in because it's got to go through, you know, a ping in each meter and that kind of stuff. So still call in if you're out of power.
Yeah, and the what is AMI? So what that
Advanced Meter Infrastructure.
That's right. Well, one thing it's helping too big time is on the water side. Talk a little bit about the catching leaks.
Well, it's calling in alarms, and we have the opportunity to let the customer know they got a leak, you know, out there, and it's really helped and been a value to some customers, and because we'll call them up and they're totally unaware of a leak, but they got a high water usage. So, you know, we'll notify them, they'll get them fixed or whatever we need to come out and cut the meter off to help them get it fixed.
The technology is so good. When you started over 40 years ago, would you ever thought we'd be able to read a meter without going out there and seeing it?
Yeah, well, I knew it was talked about a long time ago, but it wasn't, you know, put in place at the time, but it had been talked about for a long time. You know, that's like the first things that came out as far as the meters was you had like a credit card and you would slide it inside your house and it would activate the meter, you know, and you would have like 40 kilowatt hours or 1,000 kilowatt hours, and then once that ran out, you know, it's just like a debit card, I guess you can say.
Yeah. Well, at least you know where your bill's at.
You know where your bill's at.
You know, and nowadays you can know where your bill's at with Smart Hub. That's pretty good.
That's right, and you get, you know, you set up for notifications to let you know what your bill's going to be in enough time before it's actually due. So there's a lot of applications out there that gives you the opportunity to be prepared to pay your utilities bill.
Yeah. You can sort of look back at your bill and look at your Smart Hub and sort of see how much power you used yesterday. And with a little bit of, we hadn't had a lot of cool temperatures, so we've had actually we've had some pretty high peaks in the electric side, I'm sure.
We have had some high peaks. You know, it's still very warm, you know, as long as it has been for this time of year, for the month of September. You know, they're calling for it the rest of this week, all the way through the weekend, possibly getting up close to 100 degrees again, and very, very dry. And when it gets really dry, we start having water leaks to some degree because the ground starts cracking, starts moving a little bit, causes us a problem. Had a big water leak on Washington Street yesterday, right before you got to Mulberry Avenue. So, you know, it's caused a problem. That was a big leak on a 4-inch line. So,
and they were working on that late last night.
Yeah, got through with it close to 10 o'clock last night.
Wow. I didn't think about the dry temperatures. We have had that issue in the past when we have droughts. You have leaks.
That is correct. You know, it was the kind of temperature we had when we lost all the water at the off of the Reservoir Hill, you know, down to Wells Hill Road when we almost went completely dry just about. So
Oh, yeah. So it was a drought during that time.
2007, if I remember right.
Well, you'd think when you have leaks in a drought, you could find the leaks better, but that's not necessarily the case.
Well, not where it's rocky. The water goes down in the ground, and then you're trying to look and see if it's coming out somewhere, you know, and that's what took us so long to find that leak.
Yeah. All right. Well, we do have a lot going on here, and let's talk about something that's we're all excited about is our month of service campaign. That's a month-long service. We're going to be doing some stuff for Junior's House.
That's right, and you know, we try to support different organizations, you know, several types, you know, through the year of what we can do to see what we can help, and we're going to be helping Junior's House this year. That's correct.
We're going to be taking up donations for stuffed animals. We're going to have little new toys, little small toys, Play-Doh, paper towels, and toilet paper. That's some things that they need up there, and we want to support them and help them. And we're going to be taking that all through the month of October.
That is correct.
Yep. So we'll be getting that together. And the month of service campaign is something that we've done in the past, and so this year we've used doing Junior's House. So we'll be talking a little bit more about that, but you be thinking about the things that you can pick up, and we'll have boxes and you can drop by here and help them out. And that's something I think is going to be something we're going to be proud of.
Yes, we are.
Something else that's really big, Public Power Week, and we're going to have open house here, and that's the public. That's going to be an exciting day.
Yeah, and that'd be a good day to bring your items for Junior House too, as
True,
well. So
while
you
you're
know,
at
if they
it.
drop in, you know, bring something by, we'll take it and get it stored. And but it's going to be a big day for Public Power Week, and you know, we're going to show the open house at the new facilities and those kinds of things.
That's exciting, and that's a good idea. So we'll have our boxes, and we're going to show the new building. You'll get to tour the new building. We'll have our safety trailer open for the public. We'll have those demonstrations starting around 11, and then, is that correct? I think that's correct.
11:15 somewhere, so
Yeah.
we can set everything up. So.
And then we'll tour the new building, and then this building that we're actually in today is really a cool building, and it's something that's very needed. We've been needing it for a long time. Even when I started years ago, they said we were going to do that, and I thought, well, it's never going to happen before I retire, but it did happen, and it's really a good thing because our studio is here. You have a boardroom in here, and then the marketing staff is on the floor, and then one of the best things is our secured floor for our second floor for our accounting people.
It's all accounting, and you know, it's our storage, and we had to have it locked up because of security and what's required for us to do. And so we met all those to be sure that we don't get dinged during a safety audit and those kinds of things. And then you got your top floor for the meeting room or community room, where we meet with all the employees, which you haven't been able to do, you know, after consolidation, and we're able to do that now and have several employee meetings, safety meetings, training sessions, and those kinds of things.
Yep, and that floor is going to amaze you. So let me tell you, it's open house, and I don't have the date, October 8th, right? October 8th, let me make sure I was right on that, starting at 11 o'clock. We're going to put some more information in the mail, well, not in the mail, but we're going to have it out to let people know about it, and it's going to be a really, really big day, and I'm excited to show everybody about what all we do here, and I think it's going to be really, really good. So let's go to the next thing. October the 8th, don't forget open house. We want you to come out. And we're going to give a hot dog. We're going to have some hot dogs.
Yeah, I told some of the ladies yesterday it's going to be mini dogs or something. But we're going to have snacks of some kind that'll be available for the public to, you know, to have a little snack. I think we're going to have some cupcakes available too, I believe.
Good. That sounds good. I like hot dogs. I love corn dogs too, by the way, in case we have some cornbread, dipping in some cornbread.
And fish.
And fish. That's how y'all do. That's right. All right, here we go. Let's go to the next thing. Day of Service is going to be on October the 16th, and that's going to be a day where we're going over to Atlanta Head Start.
Yeah, and my understanding, we're going to be reading to the kids and participating with those, you know, in some degree, and it's going to be a good day.
Yeah, it is. We're going to go out there. It's something that we've done some in the past, but this time we're doing it. We're doing a little bit on a bigger scale, different time of year. We usually do it around Christmas time with our student utility board. We go over there with some gifts and things, and so this time we're going to do it a little bit ahead of time, and we're going to do some crafts, and we're going to read to them, that kind of thing. So day of service on October 16th. That's sort of in conjunction with our month of service campaign, and so we're excited about that, and it's going to be a good thing, and we're all about trying to do things for the community, and this is some of the things that we've decided we was going to try to do this year.
That is correct. We try to do a lot, get involved, and you know, we're somewhat limited as well because TVA controls some of what we cannot do, and we have to be sure we follow the guidelines and you know, do everything right.
That's right. And then when we do things like Heart Walk and Relay for Life, we raise that money here in house, so it's not ratepayer money.
That is correct. We raise it all in house, and you know, which we got that coming up next month too. So.
That's right. Yeah, I don't even think that's on the list there. So let's talk a little bit about natural gas. This is a time of year, even though we're talking about how hot it was and how hot it's going to continue, it will cool off here soon, and so we'll be thinking about maybe getting your pilot lights.
Yeah, that's great. We have the free fall light up, right. And I had to slow down on that one.
I know,
but,
me too.
Yeah, we do, and we try to help the customers the best that we can, and I think next year we might be going a little bit in a different direction of, we're going to have a timeline on free fall light ups. You know, we can't do it continuously all year, and we're just going to have some months that's when we're going to offer it. And so that's good.
And we will talk about that for sure then. Here's another big thing. Everything on here is big, but the big thing now is cable. We're going to be going all digital on our cable side. We haven't put that out there yet, but the cable customers will be getting a letter and some details about what's going on. This is really, really, really a good direction for our cable.
Well, it's preparing us for the future, and you know, we got to get more broadband availability. We got to increase our speeds quite a bit because everybody's going internet-based, IPTV. Going all digital frees up some bandwidth for us to use, and that's what our future holds is you know, new technology. And it's just really funny how, you know, you have some parents, I wish my kids weren't involved in all that because they stay on the phone, no family time, but you know, that's the direction everything's moving, and everybody's got to be on board with it.
That's right. When you're talking about the digital, all digital, you're going to get higher quality picture. The cable side's going to be great, but it's also going to increase the prices. I mean, increase not the prices. We're going to keep the prices somewhat the same, and we're going to have the internet a lot faster. And like you were saying, you can't hardly even do most people's homework nowadays without some internet, and that's another thing that we're working on is our broadband grant.
No, that's correct. We're asking for support from a lot of folks, you know, with letters, and so you know, we're applying again. I think this is the third time we've actually applied for the application, you know, with the application for the grant, and so maybe we'll get it. We, you know, you get beat out, they offering a lot of that, but we hope maybe we can get it this time, but we're trying.
Yeah, you know, and there's a lot of money out there because not only Lincoln County, Fayetteville, Lincoln County needs broadband. The whole state is needing it. But we're in the running, and we hope to get a shot at it, and we're doing everything we can. We appreciate the community support to support us and let us know how important it is, and so we're heading in that direction too. Like you said, you had a water leak on Washington Street last night, and then, you know, what's going on over at the sewer plant? We hadn't talked about that.
Well, just, you know, we haven't had our big rainfall event for the month of September, that's for sure. But, you know, other than that, we just keep treating and, you know, our biosolids and where they killed dust out there, and everything's working along well and doing a good job with the centrifuge of drying everything out. So it's moving right along.
Something's going to happen on October 1st. The silo with the FPU is going to turn pink.
That it is for breast awareness, you know, and cancer, and which all the men outside be wearing pink hard hats, and then the ladies inside on Friday, I think, is wearing a pink shirt supporting the breast cancer awareness. So, you know, we try to do everything we can to help raise and fund some of that.
We'll have a lot of photos on that, and you can look at that on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and we would ask you to check that out and follow us and like us, and we appreciate our customers for sure. Let's go over a couple of things before we go. I want to remind everybody about open house on October the 8th. It starts at 11 o'clock, and then tour of the building and also the safety trailer demonstration. Speaking of safety trailer demonstration, we have a lot of schools coming in looking at that.
We do. We got 120 kids coming in from the city today, and then I think we have some more scheduled for Thursday and Friday that's coming in from the county. But you know, it's open to all 5th grade. We'll be glad to entertain and bring them in, show the electricity, how it can hurt and kill you actually, and then you know, underground as far as gas, water, and wastewater, telecom services, what you can get into if you don't call 811 to get located. So it's a very, very good demonstration, and the kids will learn a lot from it.
Absolutely, and this is a live trailer. It's the real
live trailer. It's energized at 7,200 volts. So.
Yep.
That's actually what's out there on the power lines.
Yep, and so the kids and you will, on open house, you'll be in a safe area, but what you'll see is the linemen actually working it hot.
That's correct.
Basically what they're doing, and so and then Britt will be describing to you about what they're doing, because it's going to be a really cool thing. So open house is on October the 8th. Our month of service campaign. Don't forget, we're going to be taking up donations for Junior's house. We're going to be taking new stuffed animals, new toys, Play-Doh, and paper towels and toilet paper for them. So, and that's all of the community service, and that's very important to us here at FPU. And then also on October the 16th, just for information mainly, we just want to let people know we're going out to Amana Head Start, and we'll be traveling over there with our group of team building group and some of the people here at FPU, and reading and doing crafts over there, just part of our month of service campaign. So Britt, there's a lot more going on. We could talk more, but you're doing a lot of upgrades on the electric side as well, down toward Blanche with a new substation, or working on something about the substation.
Yeah, we are increasing the voltage. You know, right now it's 7,200, and we're converting it to 14.4, and it'll help us a lot down that area. And you know, we hope maybe we can get some growth from the big plants that are being built in Huntsville, and you know, we encourage you know, whatever we can get to come up here and take some of that we'll be prepared for it. And we're trying to grow and keep everything replaced as we do grow. You always want to be ready if you have an opportunity to hook somebody else up.
That's right. And one other thing in that area, the industrial side, you know, you're working with all the industry. That's very important, plus any new industry. We're here to try to make sure we have everything they need, whether it becomes the electric, the gas, the water, the sewer, and telecom's very important.
That is correct.
Yeah, most people wouldn't think about the telecom side, but you know, any business, any industry, they got to have it. It's
you know, it's almost like their first question is, you know, what kind of broadband you have before you have what electricity is available. So very, very, very important for them to do their communications.
Staying connected, and that's something we offer, and we have fiber to all those locations, and when you got fiber, you've got the best.
That is correct.
Absolutely. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for taking care of business here and keeping the lights on, I guess.
Well, it takes everybody.
Yeah, keeping the gas flowing, the water flowing, and all that. It takes us all, and we appreciate our employees, we appreciate our customers, and we thank you for listening this morning on the Breakfast Club Newsmakers here, coming to you from Fayetteville Public Utilities Studio. I've had our guest as CEO, General Manager Britt Dye, and we appreciate you listening this morning and watching here on Fayetteville Public Utilities Channel 6. I'm Don Counts, and we will see you back in here next month for another edition of the Breakfast Club Newsmakers.